All right, third grade. Here's our new assignment. Someone suggested we drew cats, and I thought, well, maybe not everyone likes cats. And then I thought, well, what can we do with that? Just drawing a cat isn't going to be that great unless we actually had real cats in our building to draw, and we can't do that. So I thought it'd be fun maybe if we did our name and turned each letter into an animal. So here's one I did with dogs. So Jerry, and then I put little dog features on each letter. Now there's a couple tricks. Trick number one, getting your spacing, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Trick number two, make your letters thick so that you can add these types of details. And three, don't jump right into it. You might want to turn some of these little ends of the letters into parts of your animal. So here's another one I found. For some reason I wrote the name Robert, and I turned the O and the B into these kind of like chubby, silly cartoon animals. I don't know if that's a bunny or a dog, or I can't remember. But I thought that would be a fun way to tackle the issue of drawing cats or dogs or bunnies and turning them into something more interesting. So I feel as though, nope, I started working on some more of these. But here's what we're going to do. First of all, you have to decide how many letters you need to make. I want you to do a minimum of 4. So if your first name is Joe and your last name is Rodriguez, you can do Joe R. But I want to give our letters some space. So we're not actually going to put them together. I'm going to make boxes. So each box is 1/4 of my page. So I'm going to do Jerry. So I need 5 boxes. So I have 4 here, and my 5th one here. I can turn my paper this way if I want to do my letters in a tall way, or I could do them wide like this. I think I'm going to go with wide. So the first thing I want to do is just lightly draw out my letter. So you can see this. There's a J. Make sure I'm playing. And I'll go with a capital E, but I might want to switch it up. I can do lowercase letters too if it makes more sense. It's like maybe I can't really make a good animal with an E. And then I have one more page for a Y, or another page to experiment with, or more pages to get it right. So let's see, I'm going to go with a big Y like this. Just keep this kind of shape like that. Alright, now I want to make these letters wider. So I'm going to make the top of my J like that, and add it on like that, and then I'm actually going to add on another part like this. And this is why I really wanted to draw lightly, so I can erase these lines that I started with. Alright, so what can I do with this J if I want to turn it into an L? Well, I see something right away. This can be a tail, so I'll just I'll make it like it's hooked. Actually, my cat has a bent tail like this. It was broken when it was a baby. And then I'll add little feet. And I'll try to make them match. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to bring this line down so I have room for ears. But I still have to keep the shape of the J. So I'm going to kind of drop it down like this. And then I'll go up here, up here. And now for my cat's face, do a triangle for the nose. Mouth with, I'll draw some whiskers. Do 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, Sweep. And now for the eyes. Sweep. All right, that's a good start. I'll put another one of the back legs here. And then I'll lose these lines. All right, I can add more to that as I need to. Put the little claws there. All right, so that's my beginning. So there's my J. Now it's a cat J. See, it's not really that hard. You just have to know a couple things. What does a cat face look like? Cat and dog faces really aren't that different. I can also, if I want to, I could even go like this to make it look more like a cat face, or add something like this to get those like tufts of hair that come out of their head or their cheeks. And I'm ready to move on. So my E, thicken it up. I'll go all the way to the wall there. And maybe that could be like a tail. Can make this a paw. And kind of get a head in here somewhere. And I'll have to really, I'm working upside down, so that one's sticking me a little bit. I'll have to flip it over so I get a better idea. The R, I like this one, I can see right away. So I got ear, ear, cat nose, there's its cheeks, whiskers, and it's licking its leg. Get its eye right about there. So there's one paw stretched out. That part of the R becomes the head. There's the back leg. And something like that. Let me see what this looks like. Well, it's looking interesting. I see what I'm missing is the other leg, the other front leg, which I will just make it go right next to or be parallel to this leg. Draw some claws. These are going to be sharper ones. There. I can make this one the same or make something totally different. I want to go through my whole name like this. So that's how we're going to start. Feel free to really transform these. I mean, it might barely look like the letter, but it should resemble the letter. All right, have fun with that. Oh, I think one more thing I want to say is if you're doing dogs, so cats' ears are usually pointy, but dogs' ears hang down. So you can have dogs like this, where kind of like Snoopy type dog. So there's his nose. Here's his ear. The tail in the back. And he's sitting down. He's got his paw on a ball. something like that. I'll draw the other leg coming out the other side, and the other, this leg this time coming down. What does that look like? It looks like a koala bear holding a ball. So, have fun with this. When we're done, we're going to actually color these, and we'll cut out the squares, and we'll put it together in one long chain to make a banner with our name made out of cat or dog, or I guess any animal you want, letters. So we're going to change the letters into animals. All right, thanks for the idea. I can't remember who gave it to me for sure. I think I know, but I don't want to guess on the video. But it was someone in Mrs. Thomas's class at Harvey. Thank you.